It's drafting under the influence to
The laugh, I always think it's me laughing, even though I'm not.
I mean, it is you. It's just you from
I think it
another
is me.
time.
Yeah, it is me. Hopefully, this doesn't get us take us down YouTube. Now that I think about it.
I mean,
Do
you
this.
think so? Yeah, you'll be
Yeah,
all right.
let's do this. Yeah, it should be fine right there. It's like,
Is that the game right now?
yeah, yeah,
TNF?
yeah. So
Nice.
I'll be working. If anybody gets hurt, you'll see me stop talking completely and see what the process is on this side. And then, yeah,
Cool.
this works for me. This
Good
works for
little
you, I
insight.
think. And here we are, week 3 recap, week 4 preview while a game is going on. So we all get to laugh at Victor if this shit blows up in his face in the next 30 minutes or so. Be great.
I mean, they've been. I've been thinking about this matchup a lot because I have CD Lamb and I have Malik Neighbors. CD Lamb had an off week last week, and this is like a get right game, but it's also a short week. So
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it a lot. Malik Neighbors gonna get covered by Trayvon Diggs. I've been hearing about it all week from Victor that Malik Neighbors gonna get shut down, but I can't bench that guy. I gotta
Yeah.
play him. He's the #1 fantasy wide receiver so far.
I mean, shit. Like, I didn't bench Jamar Chase after 2 shit weeks. You just don't do those things,
Yeah,
you know? You
don't-
just got to
don't
keep
do
going.
that. You start
Yeah.
your studs.
Yep. And they either become studs or they become Mark Andrews. So that's what you got to deal with.
By the way, how does my audio sound?
Good, I think. Why?
Because last time it was last time it was a little like crazy. It was like really fuzzy.
You sound good to me right now.
Sound good?
So,
Okay.
sound good to me right now. All right, Sam, so let's do a recap of week 3, and then we'll look ahead to week 4. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect. Let's
I
do
can only
it.
go from the way I see it on Sleeper is me and Ches matchup, which was the closest matchup of the week, which was it looked going into Monday night that I was going to be a straight whomping to the point where Ches tried to bait people into, hey, if you lose more by the 50, you have to chug, because it was that much of a fucking ass kicking at the time. And I almost pulled it off.
Well, what's interesting about that is you had that was your thing last season, right? Coming back from
Monday
behind
nights.
and winning it on Monday nights.
Mm-hmm.
You almost had that happen.
And
I told you, I think you were blaming the missed kick, and of course, yeah, that would have helped and made a difference there.
that would have been
but
the
it's-
difference.
It's really starting Zamir White because you had solid options like Jacoby Myers, Khalil Shakir, even Carson Steele, who you spent a high
Yeah.
waiver pick on. You know, all those, any of those guys over Samir White would have gotten you the dub.
Yeah, Zamir White's on my bench till further notice. But yeah, I mean, yeah, could blame it on a lot of things, dude. Could blame it on how about Juwan Jennings?
How about that?
I mean, that's the game right there. Ches nothing without those 41 points from Juwan Jennings. Like, think about it. You got 41 points from Juwan Jennings, and he wasn't even the top scorer of the week. Like that. So I'm not talking shit about Chet. I mean, he got a bunch of Niners, and Brock Purdy and Juwan Jennings did their thing. And well, I saw when I saw that, I was like, oh, I lost no matter what I do. And I was genuinely surprised he only got 122. Because normally, when you have a player break out like that, which is what, top 20 score of all time, maybe, like you're normally up in the 180s, 170s. So I thought I had a chance. Didn't think it would come to be that close, but it sucks because I'll just be straightforward. Like on Monday morning, I was like, fuck, like my team's trash. This is so bad. And now I'm like, yeah, they're not that bad. I can get through, maybe. So I'm 1-2, Chess 2-1. Hopefully Jordan Addison's back for me. And for him, does he have McCaffrey? No, he doesn't.
No.
And whoever dropped Christian Kirk, like that's why I lost too, because he
That's
picked him
Adon.
up and played him. So thanks, Adon. Oh, he has Debo and Evan Ingram. So there you go.
All the other.
Pretty brutal way to lose, but I mean, it is what it is. I hate that's to me. I don't know about you. Obviously, low score sucks, but the second worst outcome of the week is highest points in a loss. Because that's just.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have beat most teams last week.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's something that you can do, and I know it's not traditional, and people probably won't like this idea, but there's also like you can add a matchup. Like if you score above the league median, you get an extra win for the week. So like every week you can go 2-0, right? Or you can go 1-1, or you can go 0-2. And that balances that part out, like sure you lost your matchup, but you scored above the league median, so you get it, you're 1-1 on the week,
Or
and
you
then
could say fuck
that adds up.
matchups, and you just go top 7 scores win, bottom 7 scores lose.
Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely could do that.
So you don't even care what everybody else. You just care about your team at that point.
Yeah, and actually that would be fun, or at least that would be a true representation of the best team versus and the worst team, right? If you just do that and you forget matchups, that's a real live look of
who's who, what's what.
Who's who. And so,
can I ask you a question? How often do you spend contemplating ideas that we will never accept in this league? Like,
depends on the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Not. I haven't spent too much time on it. I just know it's there. It's not even worth thinking about it too much. Now, waiver wire bidding, going to Fab, is a huge thing. That eats up a lot of my time, because there's so much. It's just far superior, and there's so many things that it offers you. It changes the game in a positive way for everybody. It makes it more fun, more engaging. And I truly believe that's a really smart move for us to make as a league.
Yeah.
So that one I'll think about it often. Yeah. Dynasty is kind of off the radar.
That's long gone. That's long gone now.
I put a lot of thought into it up front because
thought it could
I still
happen.
think it'd be cool. It's just, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys got a league already that where half the league is in it.
It's not with these guys, Yeah,
but these guys that aren't in that one don't want it. So it's just it kind of takes care of itself, doesn't it? You guys got a dynasty league where the guys that want dynasty are in that league, and the guys that don't want dynasty are not in that league.
Fair enough. But you guys didn't get the invite. Let's put it that way. You guys didn't get the invite for that.
I mean, it's been pretty much like thrown out to like, hey, if anybody wants dynasty, like there's been opportunities.
Yeah, to convert this into a dynasty.
No, God no. I might quit the league, to be honest with you, if that happens. I have no interest in following any NFL, college football year round. Like zero interest on my end. And I'm not trying to be dramatic. It's just I genuinely have no interest at all in doing that. I love the way it is because I get to forget about it for 6-7 months and then come back to it. It's like a treat. But
true.
I understand the other side. People love that. People love
and I do. And redraft is fun too. Like I think you put it in a good way when you're saying, I want every year to be, a toss up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every year is different. You don't want to have some guy end up lucky in winning getting a bunch of players and then just dominating.
Yeah. All right, Sam. So the next matchup from week 3, kickoff happening now, as you can see behind me. I got Sakurai Dante falling to 1-2 against in the Romero Bowl. McConkey Tumora. Danny had a huge game, 123.3 to 87. Josh Allen 30 points, and just everybody solid. Deontay Johnson, hello, that came out of nowhere. And on the other side, Dante wastes 30 points from Derrick Henry because everybody else, and Montgomery, and everybody else is like, whatever. So Dante, 1-2. How's he doing totally on the season? You got Richard at the bottom. And, okay. Sakurai is right above me, even though he's 1-2. There's a bunch of 1-2s this year.
Yeah. The points are all over the place. You got a Profit down there at 243. And Adan with 343. He might be the highest scorer in the league. And he's one.
I did see that Alex and AJ are the only undefeated guys, which is hilarious.
Yeah. AJ actually has one more point scored.
Yeah.
Well, I had a trade. I guess I'll come clean here. I had a trade offer right before this game
Has this
started.
happened?
I looked over your shoulder and I was like, "Oh shit, the game's about to start." The kick right before the kickoff, and I went, and it was too late.
Oh, you were going to accept it. You were going to
Well,
get rid of CeeDee
I
Lamb for
was
Bijan Robinson.
I was reluctant.
I am surprised that this trade has happened.
It didn't happen. Nothing happened.
But we know what trade is coming. Victor's been shopping Bijan all week. I guaranteed 13 guys have reached out to Victor to talk about Bijan. And
Yeah.
I would have bet my left testicle that he would have ended up on your team because you have CeeDee Lamb, like we all predicted. The collusion has happened and it took 3 weeks.
Well, it's the collusion is the advantage that he's trying to have over me. Sorry, I'm just looking at the
You
game.
feel vulnerable? You feel vulnerable, Miko?
I do. I do.
I mean, you already did some dirty, disgusting things to Diego.
He doesn't seem to think so. And I don't know.
Okay,
either.
like Diego's ever going to accept. Diego could literally accept the worst trade of all time and be like, "No way, this is the best. You guys don't know shit." The guy could
Apparently
break his legs. Like,
Hawkinson
no.
can return to practice. I mean, I'll just say this: the offer wasn't what I wanted, and so I had to really think hard and see if I was going to accept it. And if the offer was what I felt was fair, I would have accepted it immediately. But it wasn't, so I had to think about it, and I ran out of time.
I'm not trying to burn Victor out, but whatever. Dude wants a lot for a guy that's not an RB1. Like, you're not trading for you're trading for a running back, a legit RB by committee. Like, it wasn't an Arthur Smith thing. I don't know why. Like, Bijan is not RB1.
I thought he was going to be the workhorse, but yeah, that hasn't been the case. He picked up an injury today. He came up on the injury report. That had me second guessing too. That's unfortunate. The timing was terrible of him getting hurt today.
Well, let's talk about it because you got to win. You squeaked over 100 points first time this year.
Yeah.
And you played the low scorer. You played Thabo, who had one of the worst weeks ever. Ramondre Stevenson, 0.3 points. Ty Chandler, 1.3 points. Tyreek Hills, I feel you. I have H-N. We're useless there. 5 points. Zay Flowers, 3. Just a bad old week. He might get Mostert back, though. I think Mostert's coming back for Monday Night Football, so that might help him. But, yeah, pretty bad. Rough one for Thabo. 50's really low.
50's
like
bad.
50's really
well.
Really
that was chug worthy.
What do you mean?
Well, wasn't he the low scorer?
Yes.
Yeah.
He sent it right away too.
Yeah. So, yeah, good matchup for me. I'm glad to score. If you're scoring 100 points, man, the odds of you winning. The median is always around 70, 80 points. So if you're scoring above that, chances are you're going to win, unless you get unlucky and play somebody else that's scoring high.
Okay.
But yeah, looking at you, Patty.
How you feeling? Because so you're going to trade CeeDee Lamb, and you'll.
Well,
be...
I don't know. If that's
come on.
Trade
Shut up. Shut up. Dude.
No,
shut up. So who you're going to go with? Who are you going to ride with now? You're going to ride with
happen.
You're going to go with let's see, Maserati Marv, Malik Neighbors, and you'll bench Jerome Ford probably, or Rashad White. Don't really matter. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I think I don't know what else you're going to give up, but I'm assuming you're probably giving up more than he is.
Yeah.
And
there's Neighbors.
I don't know if that's the right move for you, but only time shall tell. Because we got to see the whole trade.
Agree. Yeah, you guys will see what if it goes down, you guys will see it. But yeah, I'm very happy with my team as it stands. My RBs are a bit of a liability. Rashad White's been losing carries. He doesn't look good rushing, just traditional rushing. He catches a lot of balls, and that saves his fantasy production. So as long as he keeps catching balls, I think he'll have a safe floor. Jerome Ford was losing a little bit of time to Donta Foreman, but he's back to normal. It was last week, and then week 3 he carried the load. So and he just has a bit of an injury. But basically what I'm getting at is my wide receivers are so strong. They make up for my running backs situation. Not the best running back core, but
I like Rashad White. I just think he's battling I think it's a little groin thing. I mean, the dude, they just had a rough, weird game, So they lost to the Broncos, only scored 7. That's pretty fucking rare. But I remember saying this too about Neighbors in week 1. When people were like panicking. I was like, dude, the 3 catches that he got, or whatever the hell it was against the Vikings, he was wide open, like wide open. Dude, so the dude is just really good. And legit, you see in the last 2 weeks, like just Daniel Jones, like, oh, I got one of those now. Because Daniel Jones never had this before. Daniel Jones never had a guy that you could just throw the ball to and force it. Daniel Jones has been working with fucking Wan'Dale Robinson and whoever
Hyatt,
whoever the
Slayton.
Right. Like they brought in Darren Waller and he got in his feels and he retired. And like the guy's never had a legit number 1 receiver. And he's realizing, oh, this is nice. Just throw it up there. He'll catch it. And most of the times he's wide open, so you're not even forcing it.
Neighbors is a beast, man. He's very Julio Jones like.
Yeah.
A lot of people had him as a better prospect than Marvin Harrison Jr. too.
Mm-hmm.
The scouting reports. So, yeah, man. So I'm happy with my receivers. Obviously, I can afford to
get rid of one of them.
My running backs, and I can afford to get rid of one of them, but I can't get rid of more.
Yeah, we need when you make the trade, the U.S. government should look into that collusion because it was weird that it happened the way it happened. So, anyways,
let's
I'll bite my tongue until it's official. But there'll be 12 other individuals in the league, and you know what's coming when Samson, a Falcons fan, gets Bijan, and Victor, a Cowboys fan, gets CD. Like, and you guys, come on.
They're the best. CD Lamb's at the top of the wide receiver market. Bijan Robinson is top 3 of the running back market. It makes sense.
Oh, he's top 3 now.
Oh,
top 3 now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got Breece Hall. You got who else?
I don't know.
Might be top 2.
You tell me.
He might be top 2.
He's top 2 now. He went from he's not even an RB1 to now he's top 2
as a fantasy asset. Just because you know what he can do, I have him up there. But yeah, obviously he splits a lot of carries and.
All right. Well, we move on. Alex Ortiz, second place, 3-0, 122 points, beats V-Rod, the other culprit, scored 89 points. But V-Rod, I could see, I don't understand. Like, hold on, let me look at his bench. So he's going to roll with Zeke Elliott and Joe Mixon.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I told him straight up. I was like, this trade doesn't make sense for you. Like.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Yeah.
It's not meant to be.
Uh-huh.
And, but.
These are the little things that you would do for Jeff and Victor, but you think you would tell somebody else that?
What do you mean?
This trade doesn't make any sense for you?
No, it's because we've talked about it. So we've been literally talking about it since before the season started, right?
Yeah.
After the draft, the draft, it's like, all right, let's make this trade happen. All right, well, this is what I want. And we've literally been back and forth for over a month, and we just haven't came to an agreement on value. So it literally hasn't happened. And every time it's like,
did you tell Diego that
we quit
when you traded for him? This trade doesn't make sense for you?
No, I actually said it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I said it makes a lot of sense because he was sitting pretty with his tight end. He had Hunter Henry that just went off for like 19 points. And so he was like, all right, I don't need Dalton Schultz, who's been underperforming. And he's right. He still hasn't showed up. And Jerome Ford, in week 2, he lost a bunch of carries to Dante Foreman. So he just had those two guys down, and he had Mason and his other running backs. He has ETN. So he's like, I'm good at running back. I'm good at tight end. To him, he was just like a roster clog to get rid of Ford and Schultz.
I've heard some stuff about McCaffrey.
Oh, what happened?
Not from even my
dog. Did he learn German?
No, just not like that. It just depends what he got out there, but this could be. I mean, the doc I work for is already saying November, maybe.
Damn.
Because you need to be in some sort of protective boot or something for 4 weeks. Like at least 4 weeks after getting it. If he does do that German spinning blood thing that Kobe did, which everybody's assumed that's what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other docs where like there's other stuff you could do out there that would put him out for months, not weeks.
That's the stem cell stuff you mean, or what?
Yeah. You spin AJ could probably answer it. When you spin someone's blood to regenerate it or something like that, you put it back in.
Yeah.
Hey, can you give me 1 second? We just DoorDash dinner. Mar, can you check to see if dinner's here?
Check the meatloaf. Mar, the meatloaf.
I don't know if it's in the front. He didn't send a picture.
All right. Then
All right,
we had
good stuff.
What did you guys order?
I got a milanesa torta.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So the next matchup I see is Oscar, Begborough, or Steele versus Sunday Scaries.
Same. Whoa, 141.
And it was
Adan.
Adan, the high scorer of the week.
Oh,
How did
yeah,
he do that? He did
Sam
that with
Darnold, baby.
Saquon Barkley and Kyron Williams going off. Adan's a funny fantasy owner. He's just like, he gets tired of somebody. He just gets tired of their shit. He's like,
Yeah.
to the waiver wire you go. I'm done with you.
Who did he drop?
Christian.
Who did I miss?
Well,
Christian Kirk. Yeah.
Christian Kirk, and then before the season even started, he dropped Jameson Williams. I snagged him up right away. But damn, yeah,
He dropped Jameson Williams?
Yeah, he did. He drafted
And
him.
Christian Kirk. These are draft
Dropped
picks. These aren't okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he dropped
kept
Jameson
Kenneth
Williams
Gainwell?
before the season even started.
Oh.
Yeah,
I should have paid attention to the app during the offseason.
You
Some
should.
of it happens when you draft too early.
Before the season started, Jameson was like ranked super low. He's gone up in value because he's been producing.
I mean, he's the number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so McLaughlin, or who did I just see? 24 points for Charbonnet too. So his running backs gave him like 70 points, dude. 80
Charbonnet.
points.
Oh, damn.
85 points from his running back squad.
He would have beat most teams.
I should be looking to him to trade.
Yeah, he needs receivers too. Because Quentin
I
Johnson,
see
you
him
just
dropping receivers left and right. Let me hook you up. Talk to me, then.
nice.
Oscar, just below 100. He's got some running back issues as well. He started Gus Edwards, 3 carries for 9 yards, and that's it. Joe Burrow went off with Jamar Chase, of course. Stephon Diggs completed a pass for 13 yards and caught 10 out of 12 for 94 yards.
He was the only guy that did anything for the Texans
I didn't
against
catch
the
that.
Vikings.
Yeah, that's nice production. Mike Evans had a bad week. Fryermuth, 33 yards.
he's
Tight end
got-
premium. He got 7 points. Not bad.
He's also dealing with injuries to Kenneth Walker and AJ Brown. So that's tough. Cole Kmet, though. Hello. He has 2 tight ends.
Cole
Hey,
Kmet. He had
Saka,
4
Oscar, I
tight
see you
ends.
watching. Saka Fryermuth.
He had 4 tight ends.
I'll give you Zamir White.
What? I don't even know why you say this, Oscar. What does that
Your
even
entire thing today has been that.
mean? You compare me to Mayor Eric,
Do you like
the
list-
New York
do you
mayor,
list-
or what?
I don't know if you like listen to the things you say sometimes.
No, they just come out. No.
They just come out and you're so like, yeah, this makes sense. You're like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, that's kind of how my mind works.
I mean, if you believe it, it's true. Next
Exactly.
game, AJ 107 to Jeff 63. Jeff he has the one that has McCaffrey, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't even see McCaffrey on his roster. Did you drop him?
No, I think you're looking at when you look at the matchup, it doesn't show you the IR position.
Got you. So Derek Carr, the Saints came back down to earth. Antonio Gibson, the Patriots are rough. He has every Saint. Rashid got 0, so he chugged for that one. I did see that. And yeah, pretty rough, man. Anthony Richardson, you can drop him. He's terrible, in my opinion. You can't throw a football. You see some of those picks that he threw against the Bears. It's like, see, the thing is, you just gotta let him go. You just gotta let him go. You
It's
can't.
been rough.
if you're trying to make Anthony Richardson a 20-25 pass a game, that's just not a good game plan. No bueno.
You gotta let him run Lamar Jackson style.
Mm-hmm.
Let him fly.
Well, and finally, I see on this AJ. Sorry, I didn't want to skip over AJ. Lamar Jackson, Austin Eckler out with a concussion, out this week as well. Justin Jefferson, very nice. Alan Lazard with the touchdown, but other than that, his injuries concern Sam Laporta, Austin Eckler, and that's it. So something to keep an eye out for AJ. He does have Samaje Perine who could get some more action this week. Although I did see Kareem Hunt was activated to the active roster, so that could take away from Perine because Kareem Hunt is more of a third down back as opposed to Carson Steele, who just give him the ball, he'll get you 4 yards. It's kind of what he's going to do. So something to keep an eye out. The Chiefs over there. Cowboys now have the ball. Giants 3-0. 8 minutes left. CeeDee Lamb, look at that. Your former receiver. And finally, we go to the beer bitch at the moment. Rock bottom. And Richard doesn't even have Brock. Oh, he does have Brock Bowers. So the name makes sense. He scored 92 points. He hasn't won a game. He lost to Diego 116-92. And Richard is in full panic. Richard is in full why me mode. Richard is in I don't really know what he's doing, but he's panicking, which is hilarious.
I saw I had a bunch of notifications on Sleeper that Richard made a transaction. Richard, and I was like, "Fuck! Is he rage quitting? Did he just drop his entire team?"
Oh, that would be awesome.
That crossed my mind.
But he just put everybody on the block.
Yeah, he put people on the block, and then he did 3 or 4 transactions today. He picked up Adam Thielen.
Yeah, but now I think he dropped him because now he has Beckham on his, or maybe no, that's last week, right? So yeah, he picked up Adam Thielen. That was
10 hours ago.
He picked up Adam Thielen who tore his hamstring, and he's out for a really long time.
Yeah, he made 4 transaction moves. He picked up Adam Thielen. He dropped Odell Beckham. He picked up Cairo Santos, and then he dropped Cairo Santos and picked up Matt Prater.
So funny. So funny.
And it
Richard is the best. Go ahead.
It all happened at the same time, so it tripped me out.
Richard is the best guy to just be in last place. It's pure comedy. It's pure comedy.
But when he's the beer bitch, that's problems. I don't want to see that.
Anybody but me. I don't care. I don't care who it is. Anybody but me.
Fair enough. Anybody but me.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb with a rush.
Let's go.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb with a rush.
Beefy.
Maybe he was going to get the ball today after his trash game last week.
Of course.
All right, Sams. What are the bits that we get to here? Because I got to get to work.
Let me play a video for everybody real quick.
Chugs of the week?
Yeah.
Chugs of the week.
Share my screen. Window. I'm very slow. Sorry.
Right. Throws over the middle. Complete. Tony Ferguson gets tackled. Down. Oh, gets an extra 1 yard.
Is that Ferguson?
Yes.
Let's go. All right. No music. I don't even know why I put music on these because.
To be honest with you, I didn't even watch Richard's chug. So he's in a hotel room. Shocker.
It looks like the same fucking room. He's on
and he's drinking Luggling.
Yeah, he's at the same place.
What states have that beer?
I think they're in Texas. So I would say anywhere east of Texas and that way.
Oh, Davo, low score chug there, right?
Low score chug.
Looks like he almost threw it up. Hilarious. Here's Alex, he said he got annihilated. Goes fucking drunk as shit by 1 o'clock before the Charger game even started.
Yeah, and then he's hungover at work teaching our youth.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, look at this.
Yep. I don't know why I drank from a can. That didn't help.
No,
I burped that shit up as soon as I hit record.
No, I've learned that I gotta do the. If I'm pouring it out into a glass, I'm shaking the shit out of the beer to release the fucking gas. Or I'm doing a tornado.
Celebrity appearance from the Bengals wide receiver?
Did you see that he picked him up?
Yeah. He didn't even know his fucking name on Monday, and now he has him on his team.
This was it's always party chugs.
Clark Kent
from Jerry Curl, Dante.
Yeah. Where was that?
I have no idea where that is.
Yeah.
No, only the cool people get to know.
I love that like Mondays is their day off.
Yeah.
Like they're out at the bars and shit.
Industry
I'm just like,
night.
dude, it's Monday.
Chef, what was that for?
Yeah. Jeff's beard growing in nice. Is his hair out long right now?
Mm-hmm.
Is he letting the
medium length. Yeah.
Is he letting the beard grow as long as the hair for a year?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
But he's got some whiskers
I like
going.
when Jeff chugs. I love that the eyebrows chug with him.
The eyebrows, yeah.
It's my favorite.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
And then he had a second one.
Back to back.
Rahid Shaheed
Oy. I feel you.
scored a big old fat 0.
Danny's the only one that hasn't chugged, huh?
Danny has not chugged a beer.
And deservedly
believe
so,
it?
or just hasn't chugged one?
No. He hasn't earned one that I'm aware of. He hasn't had
Nice.
any player go 0. He hasn't been the low scorer, and the Steelers haven't lost to any of our teams.
Nice. All right. Well, there you go. We look at week 4. It's me versus Jeff. Samson versus Dante. Big 1 and 2 matchup there. Alex Ortiz against Danny. You have Che against El Profe. Victor against Aran. They're both. Oh no, excuse me. Victor's 2 and 1. Here's a good one. Oscar versus Richard. 1 and 2 versus 0 and 3. And Ruthless Toothless against. Ooh, Diego. Are you guys doubling up again, AJ? Vikings Packers this week.
Oh,
Vikings Packers this week. I know Diego's been sending me shit nonstop. I've been sending him shit nonstop. Let's look ahead at the video at the screen. We have Vikings Packers. That's a chug. Saints Falcons. That's a chug. That's it. I think. Unless I'm missing one.
Matchups.
Yes. Ooh, Brandon Cooks down the middle. Tackled at the 7-yard line. He gets up and cusses.
Lamb.
I said Brandon Cooks.
I know.
2 Monday night games again next
CeeDee
week.
Lamb.
Titans, Dolphins, Seahawks, Lions. All right, Sams. What else we got today?
Let me pull up the power rankings for you guys. There's 2 different types of power rankings, right? There's power rankings
Samson's
by
made up ones.
value of your team.
Oh, sorry.
That's the one that you consider made up ones. And then there's power rankings based on the points that you score and how many people you would have beat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Which one do you think has more merit, or which one do you care for?
The one that you agree with the most, I like the other one.
Perfect. Okay. So,
I'm just kidding.
so the one that has me ranked lower is the
Sure.
one I want to see.
No, I don't really care. You show them both.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at this.
Cowboys, 2nd and goal at the 5. Dak in the pistol. Looks to his left. Looks to his right. Looks down the middle. Throws it in. Almost intercepted as that ball's tipped. Flag on the field.
We need a CeeDee Lamb touchdown here. That's what we need.
All right, here's Sampson's rankings.
All right. Power rankings, full roster, starters only. You got me at the top now. No surprise there. Of the best team in our league.
Mm-hmm.
Diego's at 2nd place
Mm-hmm.
with Jordan Love, James Cook, Rashee Rice, Chris Godwin, ETN. Adan number 3 with
This is some chat GPT shit right here.
Kyron Williams, Nico Collins, Trey McBride, all solid picks. V-Rod, it's got powerful Bijan Robinson, Joe Mixon, DK, Cooper Kupp. Powerful. Richard here is showing in 7th place with James Conner, St. Brown, Brock Bowers, Kyle Pitts, DJ Moore, and Caleb. Who scored that?
Dowdle. But it's going to
Rico
come back, I
Dowdle.
think.
He was a sleeper this week. I looked him up and then surprised to see Danny had him. Alex Ortiz. I lost track of that. Oh, he's number 6. So Richard was at 5. Alex Ortiz number 6 with his boy Jonathan Taylor, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones. Patty, you're number 7.
The worst
Leading
spot
the
to
way
be.
with Devon, Achan, and Jamar Chase. Nice little Amari Cooper and Mark Andrews and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, if Andrews was fucking anything, it would be nice.
Yeah, and it didn't look good when the coach was talking about him.
I don't listen to anything coaches say.
Coach,
Ever.
you got to
Ever.
look at something called Coach Speak Index.
Oh, I had the doc interview him for his podcast. The guy that runs Coach Index.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like the surrender index for punts.
Yeah.
Like they kind of keep track of how accurate coaches say shit about their players.
I don't listen to anybody because it's like the same thing that like, Jordan Love is not going to play. Yes, he's going to play this week. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't
or
listen to
McCaffrey
practice.
fucking his leg is fine. Trust us.
Right.
It's all
Right.
good.
Right.
Um,
Sorry, somebody got hurt, so now I'm looking to see.
Yeah, no worries. I can fill in some time here talking about AJ, ranked 8th with Justin Jefferson, Sam Laporta also struggling. Tony Pollard, he's got a running back situation. Dante at 9th, he's got CJ Stroud, Garrett Wilson, Derrick Henry, George Kittle. Those are the top guys. Chez at number 10. And with Brees Hall, Devonta Smith, Josh Jacobs, Debo, Jeff, number 11, with Richardson, Ferguson, Alvin Kamara, and Chris Olave, Ridley, Tank Dell, Oscar.
Do you know who's been, sorry to cut you off, dude. I didn't mean
Go
to do
ahead.
that. Do you know who's been who's the top scorer in fantasy football this year?
Of all positions?
Yeah.
I think it's Josh Allen.
Gotcha. This feels like one of those weird ass years,
Yeah. It's Josh Allen. I think Kyler Murray's up there. And then Malik Neighbors, top 5.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a weird year. It's been a really weird year so far.
Agree. Tight ends have not been showing up.
No, none of them. So
everybody has a tight end situation.
Yeah, and there's nothing out there because our bench is so shallow. You can't really just do what Dadan does and drop valuable players for nothing. But I guess you can.
Exactly.
I guess you can.
You can. It's going to cost you.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you to make those kind of moves. But finishing up the power rankings, you got Oscar at 12. He's got Joe Burrow, Kenneth Walker, A.J. Brown, who's been injured. Then we have Romero at number 13, Danny. Jahmyr Gibbs, Najee Harris. He's got Drake London, Josh Allen, and Tavo in last place in terms of positional value of his starters. He's got Ramondre Stevenson and Raheem Mostert at his running back position. Jalen Hurts at QB. Tyreek Hill, Zay Flowers, Xavier Worthy, and he's got Travis Kelce. A lot of names I see that are underperforming. And
yeah. I think that's been the story of the year so far.
Yeah.
Underperforming big, highly drafted players. Not doing shit.
Yep. So we said we were going to be dissecting a team every week, but I only did it to my team week 1, and we've forgotten since then. So
we can do it next week.
We want to drop the segment. I know you got stuff to do. We could
do it next week. I think we can dissect like low scorer or top scorer, something that stands out which we kind of did in the recap. I mean, we'll do a better job next week.
Yeah.
Do a better job next week.
Yep. All good.
All right.
I think
anything else?
No. Beer Bitch right now. Beer Bitch Watch. I think,
everybody
is everybody that's
numbers 4.
Yeah, numbers 4. So everybody's on Beer Bitch Watch.
Damn,
but some people more than others.
Alex and AJ can be out almost.
Yeah. They win one more game.
So jealous. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. And if you're here live, shout out to you, Samson. Love you.
Shout out.
Talk to everybody next week. Bye.
See ya. Enjoy the game.